Hey, Inspire Beauty, happy Monday. I am going to dive right in tonight because we've got a lot of announcements coming off of Super Weekend. So I want to give a little bit of a recap on the team page, you guys. I shared a little bit more in detail along with FAQs on all the nitty gritty. I'm not going to get into everything, but I will tell you some of the main things that I want you to really be aware of, especially right now, because it's coming up and it's on the horizon. So first things first, Success Club trip for 2021. What they do every year is they tell you where we're going in the following year. So the Success Club trip that's happening here in March, that coaches on your team, you're going to get to see a bunch of us are going to, where the freak are we going? The Dominican? Punta Cana? Something like that. We're going to a resort. And we earned these trips, you guys, by helping other people start their fitness journeys and say yes to themselves. It's pretty stinking cool. So they announced at Super Weekend where the next Success Club trip is going, and it's going back to Riviera Maya, which is in Mexico. It's where I actually went on my very first Success Club trip with Charlie. The first time I got to gift him that, a free, all expense paid vacation to a resort. It is freaking phenomenal. This resort is awesome, and there's a smaller sub-resort that you can also stay at called the Unico, and it's top-notch, freaking top-notch. How you earn this, I just wanted to quickly share with you how you can kind of get in on this. So number one, when you do get your email to enroll, that you can register, that window opens for a select different group of coaches, and then general registration will open as well. But when you do get that email, you're going to have I believe it's a 48-hour window to secure a spot. And by securing a spot, you put down 300 non-refundable US dollars. That secures your spot for the trip. If you achieve Success Club throughout the entire year and you're able to pay off that vacation simply with Success Club dollars, which is what I've done the last 3 years of my business. I haven't paid a penny to the trip other than my down payment deposit. If that's you, then it's $300 and that's it. And you get to take you and a guest on an all expense paid free vacation because you freaking hustled your booty off. The first window is 2020 elite coaches. They got to register today. Tomorrow opens up premier coaches, coaches who earned Success Club in every month from January 2018 through December 2019. So tomorrow I should be getting the email to sign up for that. And I'll give you guys more information once I do my sign up where what I've selected and all that fun stuff. And then the third group is coaches who earned Success Club in every month in 2019 and were paid 5-star diamond, top 100 coaches who earned the most Success Club points in 2019 and also qualified for Success Starter, and coaches who achieved team leader on the leadership ladder for the first time in 2019. So those those categories will get their invites on the 16th, and they'll have until the 24th to register. Then on the 27th of January is when general registration will open. You guys, I'm not going to get into this too much, but if you're serious, you're like, Brittany, I've seen you go on these trips, and I want to figure out how I can earn this, then there is an opt-in form you fill out to get on the list. I filled that form out today. You can go to successclubtrips.com/2021. You fill in the opt-in form, and then you get put on a list, and they run through that list. Our very own Kristen, so many coaches on our team have gotten taken through that list, but really cool is Kristen, when she finally got through the list and got her invite, she was able to convince a couple other coaches on our team to go in with her, and so they are all going on the Success Club trip here coming up in March. Super, super excited. So if that's something, though, that's like on your heart, it's on your dream board, and you want to talk about it, reach out to me. I'd be happy to give you pro tips, information, all the things, but make sure you first and foremost get on that opt-in list, because that's going to be the only way you'll get an invite is you first have to put yourself on the opt-in list that you do want to be invited, okay? By the way, there's no like fee to go on the opt-in list, and you're not required or, to do anything once you're on that list other than you've opted in to get the email when they get to your name. Okay. Excuse me. Announcement number 2 is February Team Cup. Today, registration open for that. If you are part of the Coach Collaborative Business Builder group that we've got going on this year, that's where the conversation's happening for this. If you're like, I haven't been a part of the conversation, you're not on that page. Get up on that page. It's important. It doesn't matter if you want to help one person in the year 2020 or if you want to help the masses. That page is for you to help you understand how to do that better and how to serve people better. February Team Cup, nitty gritty, you guys. It's simply just a fun month. We come together. We make teams of 5. Right now, I believe we've got 3 teams forming. If we need to form a 4th team, we will make sure that we get that filled up. But you have teams of 5. And all you're doing is you're working the Hit Success Club. I mean, like literally at its finest, you're trying to help 3 people in February at a minimum. If you help 3 people get started in February, you will earn this 10 rounds tank or t-shirt. If you personally are signed up for Team Cup and you hit Success Club, okay? If your whole team hits Success Club 5, and you guys, well, obviously you're registered for Team Cup, but everybody on the team registered for Team Cup. You all hit Success Club 5. You all earn not just the tank, but you also earn the bag. And then the regional prize this year is a coveted bar, rose gold bar. Pretty cool. And then the top prize for like the top teams is a free trip out to Beachbody headquarters, and they just treat you like a freaking all-star. So it's just fun, guys. There's no pressure. There's no obligations. There's nothing. The only thing that you're going to be doing all month long is rallying with your teammates to help people, right? So join in on the fun. Team Cup is where it's at. This is something I had kind of started to breadcrumb for you guys the other day, was success starter updates. And I didn't actually get to my point on the team page yet, and I promise I will. But this is, if you're here now and you were part of that post, coaches who've signed up since August 2019 are part of a new update for Success Starters. Now, Success Starter used to be a program where if you earned Success Club your first 3 months in the business, so let's say I signed up in July, and I helped 3 people in July, 3 people in August, and 3 people in September at a minimum, then I earned a free ticket to Coach Summit, wherever that was going to be the following year. They've updated it for this year, and it pertains to anyone who's enrolled since August 2019. So here's what it is now. You achieve Success Club in still 3 months, but it's any of your first 6 months. So you could achieve it in month 1, month 2, and again in month 6, and then you qualify. Or maybe you achieve it in month 2, 3, and 5, and you qualify. Whatever combination it is, it doesn't have to be consecutive. It can be, doesn't have to be. But 3 of any of your first 6 months, and this is for anybody who began in August of 2019 through now, there's two prizes now. This is pretty stinking cool, you guys. If you do this, if you achieve this, you earn not only a free ticket to Coach Summit for this summer in New Orleans. After some point, they do cut it off and they give it to you for the following year, but right now you're still in the window for this upcoming July. You get a free ticket to that, okay? And part 2 that's been added on, you get to be a part of the test group for whatever new program launches. So, for example, when 80 Day Obsession came out, a lot of coaches got to be a part of the test group before it was ever released to the public, right? And some of those coaches, their businesses just blew up. Transform 20, same thing happened. Every program that launches, there's always an exclusive private test group for coaches. And if you are a success starter, you get an invite to those groups just because you rocked your first 6 months in the business. So this is pretty cool. And if you are a coach that you're growing your downline, you have a new coach that started since August, make sure they know about this. And make sure when you do sign up new coaches, they know about this, that they can get a free ticket and be a part of a test group simply by helping really 9 people in their first 6 months, okay? Little disclaimer on that, you guys. Let's say you sign up in August and you have not hit Success Club at all yet, then if you do the math, you don't have enough time, right? So make sure if you are doing the math right now and you're like, oh, I signed up in November, so that's November, December, January, February, March, April, you still have time to qualify for this, right? But if you sign up in August and you've never hit Success Club, unfortunately, you probably don't have time to qualify, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't get to Summit. So that is my last announcement before I get into tonight's meat and potatoes, is Coach Summit in January price went down. For the last time it'll be this low. It will not go that low again, $165. Comment right now if you have your Summit ticket already. I want to see who all has their Summit ticket. Let's see, who has their Summit tickets? And if you've been to Summit, in the chat, share why Summit is important to you. Why do you go? Why did you sign up to go? Why? What are you excited about? What did it mean to you when you've gone before? Maybe you've never gone before, but you've already gotten your ticket. What are you anticipating? Why did you say yes to getting a ticket? In January, there's one other promotion that pertains to Summit tickets. It's this. If you have your Summit ticket already and you refer somebody to go to Summit. So let's say I already have my Summit ticket and I refer Susie to come to Summit with me, then I'm going to be able to be a part of a private exclusive workout at Summit. I will get an invitation to that. So if you have an incentive right now, if you've got coaches on your team or a significant other that you'd love to come with you, this is a great time to sign them up this month, because when they say that you referred them, you earn a free workout at Summit with the newest trainer, newest program. So whatever program is going to launch at Summit, like last year it was Morning Meltdown 100, the prize was a free Jericho workout. So I know Kristen and I, we went and we did that. It was pretty cool. So this month I'm going to be rallying to get more and more and more of us saying yes to going to Summit. Don't worry about the details. There will be an Airbnb. You're going to be taken care of. Like, trust and believe that I'm not going to send you to a city and just like have to sleep on the streets for 3 days. Not going to happen. You will be so taken care of. I'm a mama bear. Like, it's what I do best. So just say yes, pay the $165, bring a friend, refer a friend to go, and let's make this like, I just want this Summit to be so freaking epic. It's going to be so much fun. There's going to be a party in NOLA and you want to be there. So on that note, let's talk about part-time hustle, because you're on this call for a reason. You want to know, like, what's the secret? I work all this stuff and I'm trying to figure out how do I put all this stuff in the cracks of my day. Guys, you have to hear me. First of all, at Summit, or not Summit, but at Super Weekend, Carl Deichler, the CEO of Beachbody, he was at Dallas Super Sunday, and he spoke to us. And he gave us a stat, you guys. There's about 350,000 active coaches in the network, 350,000. There's more than that are enrolled, but there's probably 350,000 that have like active accounts, right? Of those 350,000 coaches, he shared with us that 22,000 help one person a month consistently. One person. We're not even talking Success Club. They just help one person get started a month with a challenge pack. So SC2. 22,000 out of 350,000. Guys, that's 6%. 94% of the coaches in Beachbody aren't even helping one person consistently a month. The next category that he shared with us were the inconsistents. He said about 60,000 coaches out of 350,000 are inconsistent. They help people maybe 1 month, maybe the next month they don't help anybody, then they hit Success Club, and then maybe they don't hit Success Club, and then maybe they have a couple really great months. They're just inconsistent, but they're helping people, right? And he said 60,000. That's about that. That's 17%. You guys, 17%. So if you're hard on yourself that you're not there yet, or I haven't achieved this yet, or you're comparing yourself to this, I want you to put the blinders on and understand that the bottom, mediocrity, not even helping anyone, is really saturated. When we talk about this business and we're like, oh, I could never get to the top, it's almost like we think that the top, this proverbial top, this place of success that you can arrive at. And I keep doing quotes, you guys, because you'll never get to a top and you'll never arrive. It'll never happen. Just like your fitness, it's a journey, right? You're going to get there and you're going to look around and realize there's more stuff you want to achieve and more stuff you want to climb and conquer, right? But when you start to strive for that top, a lot of times we think we can't get there because it's already been taken. Someone's already got it. But I'm here to tell you that it's pretty scarce up there. That the bottom 94% of the coaches in this company aren't helping people. The majority of people are setting for mediocrity, not you. Majority of our team is never even going to hear this call. It's not even that the majority of the team won't even hear this replay. The majority of our team won't even hear this call. And that's okay. But you have to know that if you're on this call right now, like, stop doubting yourself and we're going to start taking action. And that's the power of part-time hustle tonight. You guys all have jobs. There's not a single person on this call that does Beachbody full-time aside from myself. So I'm not giving my examples tonight of how I work my business. I'm taking you back on how I worked my business when I was a full-time teacher so that you can understand that you can get to a place where this could be your full-time gig, but it starts with the power of part-time hustle and being organized and diligent with that. So a couple common themes over the years in coaching that I've noticed, not only just in our team and coaches I've worked with, but also with myself, you guys, always with myself, is that working all the time. I used to spin my wheels. I'd be working all the time, yet I wasn't hitting Success Club and I wasn't growing a team. And I see coaches doing this all the time. They're like, I'm working, Brittany. I'm inviting people. I'm working this business, right? Like, how many people are in our business builder page saying and claiming that they are working, yet not hitting Success Club, not growing a team, and ultimately feeling probably frustrated somewhere along the way? That's a common theme. I'm hoping tonight I can address some of that. It's also common to have this idea of what working looks like versus being intentional with the behaviors and actions of your business. We're going to address that tonight too. I want to also talk about management mode versus building mode. A common mistake I see, and I in myself as well, you guys, I speak from experience of this, is that when you sign up a new coach and they're like, I'm all in, I want to go diamond, I'm doing this, and then you give them all your attention, you pour all your focus into them, only for them to fizzle off and quit. And then you're over here, your coach didn't even achieve what they said they were going to achieve, and you put your business at a standstill because you stopped building. So we're going to talk about that tonight. We're going to also address accountability. That accountability is so much more crucial than we may actually realize. And some things that have worked that I want to share with you guys that have worked for me and for our team, and things that I will be implementing in 2020 that you guys can keep your eyes open and peeled for and ready for, is diamond internships. I'm bringing those back where I work one-on-one with somebody to help you go diamond, whether it's in that month or beyond. You guys, anybody who's ever been in a diamond internship with me, I want to say my track record is, and I've done, let's say we've done 5 or 6 diamond internships. Anyway, my track record is there's only one person that didn't go diamond, and their business still grew. They still added coaches. They still grew a team. So it's not like they did this diamond internship and there was no benefit to it, right? So I'm going to say every single coach that I've ever had in a diamond internship has grown in their business. And pretty much, I would say 95% of the coaches who go one-on-one with Brittany to go diamond have gone diamond in their business, whether it was that month or in the months to come. It works. So if that's something that you see me announce about in the coming months, get in on it. Latch on to that. Don't tell yourself, oh, I'm not ready for that, or there's other people who can do it before. No, be the one that says, I want to go diamond. I want to be at this year, the 2020 Diamond Retreat, and get on the internship. Success pods work really well, meaning in like a small group chat environment, right? So if you're leading teams, rather than speaking to the masses, sometimes it's really great to just get laser focused. Like, I only want to talk to these 2 people who want to go Emerald this month. And so I'm going to put them in a pod and we're going to be successful together, right? Dropping Zoom links, you guys, has been so great for our team. When you guys drop them and you're saying, hey, I'm going to work, or I'm going to work out, whatever it looks like for you, but just dropping a Zoom link and having everybody be silent and muted and just doing what they need to do during that time has been so beneficial for you guys getting out of your comfort zones, for you guys stepping up into leadership, but also I think in terms of community, it's connected you guys more when we do that. And it's just accountability. It's getting you doing the thing that you might not otherwise do. And then getting out of our comfort zone works every time to build momentum. And specifically when I typed that, I was thinking of Team Cup. Team Cup, getting out of your comfort zone. I've never seen somebody join a Team Cup or sign up to go to Summit and get out of their comfort zone, or go to a super weekend out of their comfort zone, or push for Diamond out of their comfort zone. I've never seen somebody get out of their comfort zone and it backfire on them. It's always been good, right? So keep that in mind. Anytime I ask you this year to stretch yourself, it usually works. Okay, so let's break some of this down. Number 1, if you're working part-time with this business, which is the majority of you guys, it's all of you guys, it's who I'm talking to. One thing you got to latch onto is scheduling out your week on Sunday. You have to. Getting in a routine of game planning your week is not only going to benefit you, but it also will benefit your goals and your focus, so that when you sit down to work this week, you know, this is what I'm inviting to. This is who I'm talking to. This is my game plan for the week, so that you're not wasting your first 20 minutes of your time working just trying to figure out what you're even trying to talk about, right? So on a Sunday night, what I like to do, I have a planner, and if you guys don't have a planner yet for 2020, I can't be friends with you at all, but still get a planner. I don't know what rock you're living under, but if you don't have a planner, get a planner, please. But take some time, brain dump. Get a rough sketch of your week. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just a brain dump. What's going on this week? What are some meetings you have to go to? Okay, we have our team training on Monday nights. Got that in my planner. Okay, all right, I'm an Emerald coach. I'm going to write down Tuesday night. So that way when somebody asks me if I want to go out for drinks or go catch dinner or, you know, whatever, or I feel like just like plopping on the couch and watching Netflix, I have in my planner, it says, oh, nope, Brittany, you're not watching Netflix at 6 p.m. You're getting on team training. See, it's in your planner, right? You don't break that date that you made with yourself. Other things I sketch into my week is, you know, if we've got a date night happening, other things, if I'm serving with church, if anything, right? So make sure your week is sketched out. Guys, your work, if you have a 9 to 5, an 8 to 5, whatever, you are golden, because you have such a routine behavior that this should just be easy each week. Because you know that during this time, you're probably not working your Beachbody business, and then you know where you can slot it in either before or after. In your brain dump, also make a note of what you're inviting to for the week. So for me, I wrote down my top 3. This week I'm inviting to coaching, you guys. I'm talking all about coaching. That's what my posts are focused around. That's what my stories are focused around. It's about coaching for me. So my top 3 priorities, only 2 of them are for the business. 1 is for my life. So I'll read you the 2 that are for my business. Number 1 is intentional action hours every day. Number 2, get my mom's account to Emerald. That's it. That's my intention this week. So when I sit down to work, okay, I'm doing focused, intentional action hours. And during that time, my focus is on inviting to coaching, because I'm this week working to get my mom's account up to Emerald, right? So know what you're inviting to. At this point, it's important, because if you're working, a lot of times like, oh, I forgot to post today, or I don't know what I'm supposed to post about. You know, like you get done with work and you're so tired that you don't even have the energy to craft a post up. So on Sunday night, craft up 3 good posts that will help you move the needle forward on your business this week, right? There's great apps out there where you can do this. One that I like to use is called Plan, P-L-A-N-N, with a double N, Plan. And you can craft your post right in there, and it'll save it. So then all you have to do is copy and paste it whenever you're ready to post it, okay? And then create, not the whole week to-do list. You don't need to go cray, but create your Monday to-do list. And then when today's done, like when I'm done here and I'm kind of winding down for the night, I'm going to look at what am I doing tomorrow? What did I get done today? What did I not get done today that has to get pushed over? You know, and I create my to-do list day by day so that I'm on it. So it's intentional. So it's in my mind. Little disclaimer here though with all this. No one, this is what's crazy about this business. No one is holding you to showing up but yourself. No one's firing you. If I didn't show up to work, like if I straight up just didn't show up to work and I had a job where I had to clock in or I earned a salary and they knew if I was there or not, right? Like I would get fired if I just didn't show up. But in this business, it's very different. No one knows if you show up or not except for you. So it's like the honor system. But numbers don't lie, you guys. If you're showing up, you're kind of showing up, then then the numbers speak for it. There's a reason you're not leveling up maybe in certain areas of your business. So that's kind of a gut check you have to ask yourself. How badly do you want it? How badly do you want? You have to go back to why are you doing this? And every week you have an opportunity to do that on your Success Club tracker, is to write out why. Why are you here? How badly do you want this? What is this going to do for you? Right? Okay, so this is how an intentional coach works. And this might come as like a shock value to some of you guys, because like there's a whole lot less fluff on here. But the first thing you do is you take care of yourself. Your workout, your Shakeology, sharing value on social media, personal development, and I'm adding this in because I value this, and I hope you understand that I value this. Scheduled time to unplug. Notice I'm writing scheduled time to unplug, not I had a hard Monday, so I'm not getting on the team training unplugged, right? Not I said I was going to work my business, but I had a really hard day, so instead of working my business, I'm just going to make my life even harder by opening up a bottle of wine tonight. Because that's not actually going to do anything to push my life forward. It's just going to numb the pain temporarily, right? No. When I'm talking about unplugging, intentionally scheduled time. So do you have date nights with your significant other? Do you have time out with your friends in social settings? But again, scheduled. So it's not interfering with your goals for your business. And that people are clear on that. Your people in your household, your friends, the people in your life, they're clear that, you know what? I'm not available on Monday nights. Charlie knows not to plan things on Monday nights. That's not a time we're going to have a date night, right? So it's important, but again, the unplug is important because I don't want you to get to the point where you're so burnt out that you can't go to those things that you've scheduled for yourself for your business, right? I want you to get home from work. Like I used to be so exhausted after I was done teaching, but this fueled me so much. I loved so much coming home and being able to create content for my challenge groups and make a social media post and do my workout and share with my challengers and check in with them and then invite new people to join us. I used to love that so much. It was my escape in a sense from like my normal life, my 9 to 5. So I didn't want to unplug from it. I wanted to be on the team calls because I was hungry to learn more because I latched onto this so hard. It was just, it just filled me up so much. So find the things that fill you up and make sure that you're doing those so that you feel filled, so you're not like unplugging to escape from Beachbody, right? The same thing applies to your business, that you have to take care of you first. So it can be really easy. If you have one coach on your team, if you have one challenger that you've enrolled, it can be really easy to go into management mode versus building an intentional business. Management mode is this. I wake up, I do my workout, I check in with my challengers. One of them has a Shakeology return they want to do. So then all of a sudden I hijack 20 minutes of my day because I need to help them take care of the Shakeology return. And then all of a sudden I realize that one of my coaches texts me and she's trying to look for this resource in the back office. So I'm trying to tell her where that is. And then I got to get out the door and go to work. You didn't move the needle forward on your business at all. All you did was waste time. You allowed other people to suck time out of you. So it applies to your business too, especially if you're working another job. Your team, your challengers, your people aren't getting you first. It should be on growth first. 10 invites right away. 15 reach outs or new conversations or relationships that you're building right away. Follow 20 new people right away. Email old clients and prospects telling them that are follow-ups, right? Anybody who hasn't joined yet or joined but then they dropped off, email them, let them know about your next group happening. Like these are things that you can do first to take care of moving your business forward. And then check in with your challenge groups. Add value to the team page. Listen to the National Wake Up Call. Listen, get on the team training, right? But if you haven't, like a huge gut check for a Monday night here in January, I can be real with you guys. If you're on this call and you haven't done your workout, your shake, shared on social media, read your personal development, done 10 invites, 15 reach outs, followed 20 people, what are you doing on this call? Right? And I'm not saying that because I want you to get off the call. I'm saying that when you start to get intentional, when you sit down on a Sunday and you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and you know what pockets you can do all those, because that list, you might have just been like, whoa, that was really daunting, Brittany. Like that was a lot of stuff. But when you get intentional and you know where you can fit those things into pockets of your day, it's not that much, right? We've got to get out of this habit of, on Monday, I'm just going to consume information. I'm going to get fired up for the week. I'm going to get super excited. And then I'm not going to actually go and do anything with it, right? I want you to take care of you and your business first before anything else, right? So some tips for a busy person, coming from a busy person. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Guys, I use this term success partner. If you don't have somebody, a buddy on our team that you can be a success partner with, who's maybe in similar space with the business as you, maybe similar goals, maybe similar vibe, like get a success partner. Go on the Business Builder page, or if somebody you've noticed on our team Zooms, or you follow them on social media, and you just love their vibe, and you're like, I think we'd really be good partners. Like, can you hold me accountable? I want to hold, I'll do the same for you. wake up 30 minutes earlier, jump on a Zoom with them and work. You don't have to talk, just silent. But like, hey, every morning at 5:30, can we get on the Zoom together and bust this out? That could also be an evening one. Hey, every night when I get home from work, can I get on the Zoom with you? Fortunately, I don't know what way to look at it, but now that I live in the central time zone, it's really challenging for me to give up my family time when Charlie gets home at night to host a hustle hour with you guys, when in all truth and honesty is I've been hustling all day. So I might not be the solution to a 8 p.m., 9 p.m. hustle hour, but that doesn't mean that you can't be the solution with a success partner, right? Go to your car at lunch and send an invite. Stop going to like the break room and gossiping. Instead, go to your car, eat your lunch there, and send out invites. That's what I used to do on my lunch break. In the morning, I would get up, I would do my workout, I'd do all my things, my social media posts. And then by the time I got to lunch, I'd see who liked my social media posts, I'd see who was watching my stuff, and then I'd send out invites during lunch. And then after school got out and after dismissal was over, I'd grab my phone again. I'd see if anybody replied to my invite. If they did and they wanted more information, then I'd send it to them, right? And then I'd go from there. At that time in my life too, when I was growing a team and I wanted to have one-on-ones with them, it always had to happen when I was driving in my car on my way to my next thing. If I was going to rehearsal or wherever I was going, we'd have a one-on-one while I was driving. It just had to be that way. That's also where I listen to my personal development. So if you're like, I don't know how to fit all this stuff in, it's just that there's probably pockets of your day that are being consumed by other habits that maybe aren't serving the goals you have for this business, right? Like listening to the radio isn't necessarily serving the goal, but maybe personal development would serve that better. Keep an eye out. In February, I want to talk about miracle mornings because I have an idea for this whole jump on a Zoom. Anyone can get on it. It'll just be silent. You could work out. You can work your business. You could do whatever. We're not going to talk. I love you guys so much, but it won't be the time for that. But I have an idea brewing for February. But in the meantime, start finding success partners and getting on Zooms with them. And if you find yourself repeating things, like there's a lot of times, when someone's like, oh, what's a challenge group, right? Is that a time you repeat yourself? Anytime you find yourself repeating something, create a resource that explains it so you don't have to. This is why when someone says, yes, I'd love information, I say, what's your email? Because I don't want to waste time telling them what my challenge group's about if I don't even know if they're really serious about joining it or not, right? But I do want to give them the information. So I ask them, what's your email? And I email them the information because I have it all saved in a canned response in Google, okay? If it's, you can create a graphic. I have people who ask me a lot about why is Shakeology so expensive? I have a graphic that shows all the ingredients in it. Here, look at that. This is why, right? Maybe create a video if there's something your coaches keep asking you about. Hey, how do I find this in the back office? How do I change placement when I'm putting a coach on my left versus my right? Make a video that explains it so that you can just tag people under it every time that question comes up. If you find yourself repeating yourself, create a system. Google Streak also, and I'm not going to get into this tonight too much, but I have done many Zooms on Google Streak, and there's plenty of information out there on YouTube, but it's a really great management tool that helps me work smarter. So every Friday when I send out my weekly email to my challengers, I don't write that on Friday morning at 8 a.m. I sit down earlier in the week, usually on Thursday is when I craft that email. I type it up, I spend some time on it, and all I do is I click one button and it auto-populates all the people who are in my challenge group, and then I have it set for a time, when I want it to email it out to them. I always do 8 a.m. next day, and then boom, save, and then I walk away. I don't have to worry about it, right? I work smarter, I don't work harder. And then the same thing, if somebody has told me that they're interested in a challenge group, they've given me their email, they're in my Google Streak. And then from there, I can track anybody who's ever said they're interested all in one space, and I can send out monthly emails to them that give them offer value, but also let them know what's coming down the pipeline as far as my groups if they're ready to join. So my follow-ups, you guys, can be really fast because I'm working smarter, not harder, okay? This is a checklist that I made for a part-time hustle coach. 5 days a week. If you have like mega goals in this business, then 7 days a week is probably what you're going to want, 6 or 7. But if you're just like, I want to help people, Brittany, I want to hit Success Club, I want to go diamond, like I want to just keep growing my business and not like, you know, but not burn myself out in the process, 5 days a week should be what you're dedicating to this. 5 solid days. And note at the top, note in the top boxes that that's all you. That's all the things I talked about for you. Sharing on social media, working out, Shakeology, personal development, and time for being intentionally unplugged from the business so that the people around you aren't resentful of you on your phone, and so that you're not just wasting time on your phone, but you're being intentional. You know, we've talked about this before, but if Charlie sees my phone in my hand, he typically knows that means work. It doesn't mean that I'm mindlessly scrolling, right? And so we want to know, like, your people who sit around you all day and who love you best, they should know, like, oh, she's on her phone, she must be answering messages for Beachbody, versus, oh, she's not on her phone, she's unplugged, I have her full attention, right? It also shows you important things. National Wake Up Call, Monday, 10 a.m. or watch the recording. You can check it off every week. Team training, Monday, or watch the recording if you can't be on live. Check it off. And did I add value this week with some examples? How did I add value to Inspire Beauty? Did I go in there and I shout somebody out? Did I ring the bell for a new coach? Did I share a recipe that I'm really loving? You know, did I share an example of an invite that worked for me? Or did I go there and ask for a question because I sent an invite and I got an answer back and I didn't know quite how to respond? So those are ways you can go into Inspire Beauty or our business collaborative and share value. Down here, it's a little light pink, but it gives you a space to write down how many invites you sent this week, how many follow-ups you sent this week, and how many new followers you added this week, and what your current Success Club points are versus your goal, how many coaches you've signed this month versus your goal. So this is a place for you on a Sunday night where you'd be able to schedule out, okay, this week I want to send out 50 invites. So that means if I'm working my business 5 days, then I have to invite 10 people, different people each day. And then you can track yourself, right? And then I put this at the bottom because I believe that this is very important. I was actually slightly, just a little bit, 6 years into the business, Brittany, disappointed that of our team, I think only 3 coaches went to a super weekend event. Slightly disappointed in my teammates. Just gonna throw that out there for you guys. I know I'm like Mama Bear, so sometimes I get a little disappointed. Not mad, just disappointed. Because I firmly believe that events they're gonna be the catalyst for your business. They're the catalyst for your business. Events, you know, provide you with motivation, inspiration. You get around other like-minded people and you realize that you're not like in this bubble where you feel like, you know, you're so alone. And you get excited about what's to come, right? Also, when your followers see you attending these events, they take you more seriously as a coach, right? Oh, she actually goes to business events, so she must be in a business, right? They start to label you a little differently than maybe, you know, oh, just that girl over there who's you know, doing her fitness thing, right? So next live event I'm registered for. The next live event is in April for Super Weekend, but there's also Summit coming up, right, in July that we talked about. But the next live event that I'm registered for should be in the forefront of your mind, because it shouldn't be about these 5 days. It shouldn't just be about this week. It's about the long haul. It's about the journey. How can you grow? How can you learn? How can you get better as you go, right? So where do you power pocket? Where do you do these pockets of time? These are the places, some of them are not me, but these are places that I've found, whether me or other coaches who have been successful, have gotten it done. Have someone else drive. This is me. This is a picture of me in the passenger seat of the car. So many times, you guys, I have sat in the passenger seat and worked my business. I've done team trainings from the passenger seat of the car because we were traveling somewhere, but I don't break Monday nights with you guys. So I have somebody else drive. I have someone else drive, and I do my messages. During commercial breaks, waiting to pick up kids from school if you're in the line there, right, while you're waiting at the end of the day. Or if you are in college or you're taking any coursework or anything where you're waiting on somebody like a teacher to show up, you do it while you're waiting for that person to show up. Lunch breaks are huge. During your morning pre-workout routine, if you're drinking Energize while you're waiting for that to kick in, send out, bam, 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 I'm going to send out 5 invites while I'm waiting for my Energize to kick in before I even think about it. Bathroom breaks. If you're a new mom, I know so many moms that while they were pumping or breastfeeding, that's when they would work in pockets of time because they couldn't work when, the baby or the child, is there awake, needing their full on attention while kids are eating. The checkout lane at the store, guys, I can't tell you how many times I'm in Sprouts and I am like, wait, heck yeah, you better believe I'm in the checkout lane sending out messages. Starbucks line while you're pumping gas, cooling down your workout. Like literally, the sky is the limit, you guys. We all have pockets in our day, and it's in those cracks where you're going to do something meaningful and substantial for your business. It's in those cracks, you guys, where you can send out the 10 invites. It's at that lunch break that you can send those 10 invites out. It's while your pre-workout's going down that you follow 20 new people while you're waiting for that to kick in before you press play on your workout. It's before I walk out of my classroom at the end of the day and walk over to my car. It's after I've kind of tidied up for the day and I'm ready to leave and I'm shutting down shop, but I'm going to pick up my phone and I'm going to just send out, 15 new conversations or build relationships with new people. It's, when I was coaching dance and color guard and all this stuff, on water breaks for them. When the members and the dancers were taking water breaks, I would get over here and I'd check in with my challenge groups, right? Okay, so those are all spaces. Those are all spaces in your day where you can work for yourself, right? But oftentimes, like I said, I feel like intentionality is just such a thing I think our team is really going to break through this year, but it starts with the intentionality. And so a tracker like this might be, I'm going to share this on the team page and the business builder page. Absolutely. You guys have full access to this, but a tracker like this might be just the thing that helps you to like simplify what you're doing. But it's truly this tracker. I mean, it's honestly pretty identical to that. And I even shared on the business builder page the other day that there is a tracker called SCBAT, B-A-T, SCBAT. And it looks, I don't know if you can see it down there. It's that light teal blue one at the bottom, but it looks like that. And it's literally the Beachbody tracker. So if you open it up, I haven't used it today because I love my paper and my pencil, but if you use it, you can open it up and each day you can boop, 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 check off your things as you do them. So that is super fun if you're like that personality. But guys, it doesn't matter what it is, tracking is key. Tracking is key. So when I ask you in the book club, and I'll just stop share, we're good here. When I ask in book club, share your tracker. When I ask in the team page or business builder page, drop your tracker on Wednesday, and people don't drop it, I'm not dumb, y'all. First of all, I'm like teacher by trade. I have like spider teacher senses, number one. Like a teacher knows when you've done your homework versus when you're like, I kind of made something up, right? Like the teacher knows. But number two, you can't play the player. Like I invented that. I used to hate when my coach was like, drop your tracker, or hey, share your tracker with me before I get on a one-on-one. I'd be like, oh, I haven't even done my tracker. Like, how am I supposed to share it with her? I haven't even done it. And I'd be so annoyed. But the reality was, that's why my business was at a standstill. That's why my business wasn't moving forward, was because I wasn't tracking it. And I thought I was inviting people. I thought I was doing this, but what I was really doing was wasting a lot of time and also being management mode where I was pouring too much into my team and not enough into my own growth of my business. If you're coach level on this call right now, coach rank, you should be giving 100% of your business to growing your business. If you are an emerald rank coach, you should give 90% of your business to growing and 10% to your team. And it just keeps incrementally changing from there. So even as a diamond coach, like a diamond level coach should only be giving 20% of their business time to their team and 80% to actually growing their business, right? Which is the connections, the invites, the follow-ups. That's how you're always going to have, when people are like, how do you find business builders? Or how do you get more energy in your challenge groups? By building your business, by growing, by inviting, by adding people, right? So I'm going to hit stop on the